Hello everyone, it's Sheila and welcome to Real Life with Sheila. So I decided to do this video today mainly because I wanted to make my experience known in hopes that this will help management, perhaps general management with Waffle Houses, be a little bit more aware of what's going on in their restaurants, especially late in the evenings or in the wee early hours. The particular Waffle House that I'm speaking of is the one that's located in Austin. It's on the highway, like going towards the airport. I don't know the actual address, but you always can look it up. I don't even know if there's more than one Waffle House in Austin or not. I do frequent that particular one quite a bit, as to it is the closest one to where I live. And whenever I fly out of Austin, fly into Austin, go to Austin for other reasons, I almost always try to stop there. Unfortunately, it is usually around the same time frame as either late in the evenings or maybe in the wee hours of the morning. For the most purpose, it is that I do go in the evenings. What I've learned from my experiences in the evening is that management chooses not to be there in the evenings, and why, I'm not sure. And not only do they choose not to be there in the evenings, but they do choose not to have anyone per se in charge. Now, so my first suggestion is going to be, if you are in management and you choose not to be in your restaurant in the wee hours of the evening, then you probably should consider making someone like a supervisor, someone to make sure that things get done, someone that's going to be able to conduct themselves in a professional way and be able to maintain a certain environment within your restaurant. That's going to be my first suggestion, if you really feel like you just cannot be there. Now, honestly, I know I've been there many times and seen so many things happen, and I've heard from various employees throughout the course of me visiting there that how upsetting it is for them that management don't seem to want to participate in working in the evenings and being concerned with what goes on in the evenings, which is really sad, because I think that Waffle House has such a great name. Waffle House, if you aren't familiar, I do encourage you to go online, look up Waffle Houses, look at their motto, and just get to know them. That's one of the reasons why I actually started vlogging my experiences with Waffle Houses, is because I was so impressed that their willingness to give employment, equal opportunity employment. And not only do they do that, but they also give benefits to their employees. They have a chance to get better educated. They have a chance to save money. They have many chances to do things that in a restaurant sometimes not so much, So I have a lot of respect for the, I want to say, movement of Waffle House. I don't know if that's the proper term to say, but I do. I really do. I have a lot of respect for it. And the first time I read their little motto on the wall talking about employment and all that good stuff, I just was overwhelmed. And I felt at that point that I wanted to be a person that frequented Waffle Houses. So that being said, I have visited many Waffle Houses throughout Texas, throughout other states and cities that I've gone to, and I blogged a lot of my experiences, and I really do get involved with talking with the employees there, finding out like how long they've been there. And if you ever go to a Waffle House, just sometimes some of them will wear a button. If you see a button that says like 26, that means that a person has worked at that place for 26 years. That's telling you something. So anyway, I do have a lot of respect for the Waffle Houses in general, like their name, what they stand for. That is, to me, above and beyond. But what I don't understand is knowing that you are such an equal opportunity employer, that you may have some challenges along the way, and that some of your employees may need to have direct supervision. So you need to be aware of that and be willing to go that extra mile. I'm not saying don't give them an opportunity, but be willing to say, you know what, this is a challenge and I've got to overcome that challenge, because we want to make these employees better employees. We want to give them the opportunity to excel in life. And if it means that I need to come in and work the evening shift or make a supervisor person in charge, do what it takes, a little extra training. You know, today, in today's world with social media the way it is, very recently, in fact, while I was away, the reason why I was even at Waffle House in the first place, I went home to visit my family. We discussed how all the social media type things have just really hurt the youth, and that they don't know how to communicate. They don't have a clue what to say. Now, the video that you're going to see after my little spiel here is my experience last night at Waffle House. And initially, I was very angry initially. And I got home last night, and while I was lying in bed, I really thought about it, and I said to myself, you know, I used to be a training director, and I train people every day. And I am that person that when I go to a restaurant, a store, whatever, and I see the little person that has a little training tag or, you know, trainee, I will give that person my business because I'm patient, I'm understanding, and I want them to have a good experience from their perspective, not just from the customers having the good experience, but I want that new employee to have a good perspective. I want them to have someone that's going to be kind and patient and understanding. And so by that, I'm saying that during the first part of my visit last night, I was being very understanding, and I really didn't voice my opinion to the young lady, but I became very angry after a point, and I had to really just refrain from saying anything. And initially I was thinking to myself, you know, I wanted to call there today, and I wanted to have this young lady reprimanded. And then I thought about it a little bit, and I thought, you know, maybe she just don't have a clue as to what it takes to represent herself in a professional way, and what it takes to offer good customer service. So in speaking to management right now, so I'm sure by now that you've heard from your other employees, and I want to give a big shout out to the 3 ladies that are going to be in this video as well, that they turned a bad situation around. They went above and beyond to make sure that my experience went from bad to good. And for that, I think they need to be gifted something, whether it's a gift card, maybe a half a day off with pay. I don't know, something. I don't know what your rules are about that, but I want to tell you that the 3 ladies in this video were exceptional. And I don't want anyone to think that, oh, they only did that because they found out you were vlogging. This happened before they knew that I was vlogging. The minute they realized that the lady that was waiting on me just decided that she was gonna go sit down and just not even come back to my table, not apologize for not bringing me the rest of my food. She just went and sat down and just said, you know, I'm done. I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking, but they immediately, when they realized what was going on, each one of them at a separate time came over to the table and offered customer service the good old-fashioned way. At that point, none of them had any clue that I was a vlogger. They had no idea anything about me other than I was a customer that was not getting waited on, or was not receiving great customer service. Embarrassed by the young lady's actions. So all of that being said, I just want to ask management, if you view this video, some consideration. I think this young lady needs some extra training. I don't want to see her fired. And initially I wanted to say write her up, but even at this point, I'm going to say maybe just give her some more training. Maybe she just really had no idea how to face a situation, that she'd made a mistake, or I don't even know if it was her that made a mistake, or maybe it was the cook that made a mistake. I have no idea, or the griller, I should say, because I don't know if he's a grill master yet, but he's a griller, we're gonna say, because I don't know, I didn't read his hat to know if he was a grill master. And if any of you are wondering what that means, like I said, go online, look up Waffle Houses, or better yet, go to a Waffle House, visit it, and get in touch with the people that work there. Get to know them. You will you will have the best experience of your life. And I also want to say, and you will see this in the video, but Tanya, the lady that she created the special dish, I really think you should take into consideration how excited she was about it. And I will say, from my own personal experience, listening to customers that were sitting right there in the restaurant, they enjoyed what they were served, and I really feel that if Waffle House decide that they want to make a go of this, then she should get the credit for it, because she really, really, really outdid herself on it. And all of this being said, I just encourage management, employees, a little bit more training, work with them, make them better prepared to handle situations. The mistake was made. I would have been okay with, oh my God, I totally goofed, I forgot, I ordered it wrong. Or even if the griller said, hey, she gave me the order and I messed it up. Totally fine with it. But I'm not fine with turning around, walking away, and not acknowledging that a mistake was made, and then just leaving it, not even willing to give me what I was paying for. That's the part that I had a problem with. And you as management should have a problem with that as well. So anyway, go ahead and watch this video, and I will see you guys in my very next video. And if you choose to reach out to me, my email address is in my description box, as well as I think I'll go ahead and put it on the bottom of the screen as well, because I really would love to hear from you. I really would like to know that more training was put into effect for your employees, and that you are going to work at having someone there at night, even if it can't be yourself. Preferably for a while, I think it should be management itself, because I think they need to kind of, whip things into shape. And I think that no one can do that like management itself, because it's going to be kind of hard to bring someone in, or, have someone that's been working there to just kind of put them into a position and expect for them to make a difference. So I think that there's going to take some time and some guidance along the way, but I really think that you guys can get there, because it's such a great place to eat at. And I also want to add that not only, this didn't just happen to me, I noticed that customers were making comments about other employees that were scheduled and were at work last night, but chose to be outside on their phones, doing other things, while these three ladies in your place of business, one of them was called in to work that wasn't even scheduled to work. They were actually working. They were waiting on the tables that belonged to the other people that were not present at the time, and the customers were commenting on that. So this wasn't just coming from me. Anyway, I'm gonna end it now. Go ahead and watch the video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah. So I am here at Waffle House and having a crappy experience. So our order came without the meat that was ordered with the order. And guess what? When I brought it to the waitress' attention, she looked at me, turned, walked back around, sat down. Didn't bother to say, I apologize for getting it out to you, whatever. So we basically did not get our food until now. We have another waitress by the name of, I'm not real sure, Shreya, that is now taking care of us and has apologized, but the young lady that is our waitress should not be working. Thank you again.
Yes, yes, of course.
Is she actually still at work, or is she on break or something? So she's just making her break? Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to know.
I know y'all don't have a manager on that.
Yeah, no, we don't. And that's
Yeah, we know that. You know how we know.
There's supposed in the back, we're just gonna have.
That's good,
Only you're
because
older, and then he doesn't work.
yeah, see, we know that. I mean, trust me, we've been through a lot through this Waffle House.
Waffle House.
Hey!
This is
I'm Shreya.
Shreya.
I'm Tanya.
Tell us all about your new thing that you just made tonight.
A bacon waffle. So everybody go to Waffle House and order a bacon waffle and make it crispy. That's my word too. Crispy.
Crispity. Did y'all hear? She like me.
Yes.
I make up words too. Y'all know I do.
And it is delicious.
Delicious.
And
who are
Francis.
I'm Francis.
Hi, Francis.
Francis
Hi,
is
nice
the
to meet
cook
you.
that made
I
the
would
bacon.
take your hand, but
Are you a
I kind of got
master? Are you
butter
a
on it.
master griller?
I'm
Getting close.
getting
to
there.
You're working
That.
on
We
it.
know master griller.
Have you come here often?
Well,
Yes.
we go all
You know
over the country.
CJ.
Is she in the morning or something?
She's the morning and
See,
she's
we always
worked.
come in the
She's
evening.
worked night. She has. She's kind of heavy set. And she has like the dreads.
Probably seen her before.
She's been here 10 years.
Oh yeah, we
She's
we
like
probably have.
she's like
She's a
she's like a
master
rock star. She's cooked like over $3 million worth of food.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
There's a
she's
guy-
my roommate,
there's a guy
my
in
best
Houston,
friend.
And when you go inside of Houston, there's a guy that's Mississippi, and he says he is the best master griller in the company. He'll let you know.
I don't think so.
That's what he said.
I
But
don't
then we
know.
ran
I
into
think he has some
I
comments.
were
worked
in
for Waffle
Florida.
House a whole month.
A whole
here
month.
And this is my first time ever being a waitress.
Oh,
so-
wow.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
doing well.
thank you.
Well, you're doing very well. Congratulate yourself.
I've been here since October 31st of 2017.
Oh, wow.
And I started out as a server and I cross-trained.
Cross-trained. Yeah, we've
Do
been-
you like it?
I'd rather serve.
Really?
Yeah, because I like to
The interaction with the client.
Yeah.
Well, we've met
Yeah.
people that have been with the company for 20 something years and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to work in the Louisville store in like 14 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm like Dallas.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So come see me in Louisville.
I was gonna, hey, y'all heard it here.
We've
Editing
been
this
to
video, I noticed that I left out a very important part, and I do want to give credit where credit is due. Initially, the young lady that was helping me seemed to be in good spirits and seemed to be happy to be at her job. I'm not real sure at what point, other than that maybe when she realized that the mistake was made, she just panicked and didn't know how to handle the situation, which is why, again, I feel the way that I feel about properly training and getting employees secure and comfortable in what they do in the workplace.